We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. The 1-1 now to Jones. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The 2-2 coming now to Jones. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kepler's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Tim Beckham. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. The high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Third baseman number 13.
Manny Machado is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently.
3-1 to this guy. Whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count gets him excited.
Squared that one up just a little late. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Stepping up to the plate, Mark Trumbo, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. In there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. 1-1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's Ben Revere. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Twins, left fielder Ben Revere.
And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Schoop has it, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Byron Buxton now. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. In there, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather strategy. You're probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well, the ball's up. He knows it's not going to carry on this cold night, so now you elevate out of the zone, and you hope they swing at it and get some cheap pop-ups.
Batting third,
Max Kepler, the next to grab a bat. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. Drilled to the right side. Throw gets him at first. Highway robbery. So coming to the plate, Pedro Alvarez. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Pedro Alvarez.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Ready on 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Stephen Piscotty is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
1-1.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat. Here's Brian Dozier now. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Andrelton Simmons. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And Jones will handle this one for out number 2. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Right at $2.30 with the batting average coming into this one, so it's mostly been a struggle for him. Too low, 1-0. Pelicans ready. Here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here it comes. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fouled back. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hard hit towards center. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled. So stepping in, Pablo De La Cruz. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Valbuena is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping in, Wellington Castillo. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues. High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Throw will be in time to first, and Hughes is looking strong here. 2 away now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Beckham. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 0-1 on its way. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And prior to the 0-2, we'll move to first. A dive, but he's back. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Hit out towards second. There is Dozier. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Now in the box, Jason Castro. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like...
It's in there, and the Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So here's Joe Mauer, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. For Castro, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard to short. Beckham is right there, and he's retired here, 1 away. Into the box now, number 8. He readies for his first plate appearance. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out. Digging in for his second at bat, Ben Revere. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball runs inside and gets away. The throw will go to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Trumbo is over, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Manny Machado. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And that misses ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Outfielder, Mark Trumbo.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Ready with the 0-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Now another 2-2. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run will score easily as the Orioles are off to a 1-0 lead. In now is Pedro Alvarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming now from Hughes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kepler going back. Gone! Digging in to try it again. Jonathan Scope comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Stephen Piscotty.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter,
at the plate,
6,
Pablo De La Cruz. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Kepler moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out. First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
0-2 count and the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able. Ready for another chance. Byron Buxton. He popped out in his first trip.
Center fielder.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started. Standing in, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Throw over to first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. There goes the runner. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Now a throw over. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Digging in, Brian Dozier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Look, this is a big half inning. Look, they're down a little bit right now, but if they get something going, it's still early in the game. This is a huge inning and a huge at-bat. Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up.
Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
The batter number 4.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Piscotty's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Third baseman number 13.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Digging in and looking for more, Mark Trumbo. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. In now is Pedro Alvarez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And here's a ball hit in the air. Coming in is Revere. Oh, and he botches it. Revere gets it in quickly, so that'll hold the runner at third base. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got a minute.
1 run scores. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-1. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Sent out to straightaway center field. Moving under it, Buxton. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Pablo De La Cruz. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. A swing and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now at the plate, Wellington Castillo. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. But this will be foul off to the right, out of play. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Luis
This is skied into short left center. Trumbo has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Up next for the Twins.
So 1 away, and here's the left-handed hitting catcher, Jason Castro. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first is Castro, heading for second now. The relay, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. So digging in now, Joe Mauer comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. This one's flared toward left center. Trumbo comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. At the plate, number 8. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive. And that was not the pitch.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Adam Jones.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Ready for another shot now. Tim Beckham, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this is foul for the first strike. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw goes to third, and he'll be tagged out at third base on a heady play. Striding in once again, Manny Machado. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Heading out towards shallow right. Kepler has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Ready once again, Ben Revere. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Digging in and looking for more, Byron Buxton. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Max Kepler, the next to grab a bat. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Revere rides off for second. And this is fouled at the plate. Throw over to the bag. Here it comes on 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes. Digging in once again, Pedro Alvarez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Pedro Alvarez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Simmons onto the grass. 1 out. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Scope. He's 2 for 3 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's Simmons at short. Reined in. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Piscotty. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Kepler makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Number 2.
Here's Hellickson back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him here. It's strike 1.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batter number 4, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Valbuena.
Softly hit toward the hole. Alvarez is there, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Ready for another chance? Pablo De La Cruz. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Bartolo Colon has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He was a ground out victim last time up. Line to the right side, but foul. 0-1 pitch on its way. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. From the belt, kicks and deals. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
To Dozier for 1. So striding in, Tim Beckham looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Here's Manny Machado now. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 0-1. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Jones rounds third and is digging for the plate. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Left fielder.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And Jones is in there safely to score the run. Into the box now, Pedro Alvarez. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Swing and a liner. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Beckham is on his way home. The runner scores from second. Machado rounds the corner and is headed home. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger. Here's Jonathan Scope now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Played on the backhand. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly... Now at the plate, Jason Castro. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Trumbo has a read on it. 1 down. Stepping in, Joe Mauer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2. Now in the box, number 8. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hellickson gets the sign. Here's the 1-0. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Trumbo coming on, and this will land foul. Hit to first. Alvarez has got it, and 8 innings have come and gone now. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Pitch on the way. Grounded to third. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th. Stepping into the box, Pablo De La Cruz. Glenn Perkins takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Now pitching for the Twins.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. 0-1 count and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton moves over, 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So coming to the plate, Wellington Castillo. It was a single for him in his last at bat. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. At the plate, Adam Jones. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Matt Belisle comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Here comes the 0-1. Now a breaking pitch blocked by Castro. And not in time as the run scores. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed by Jones as he's down on strikes for the second out.
The batter, number
First
1.
pitch coming. Here it is. Tim Beckham is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right.
I like that, Short.
A swing and a miss. That retired. Stepping up now, Ben Revere. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Left fielder.
Lifted the other way to left center. Jones is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth.
The batter.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He was a double play victim last time around. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Stepping in. Brian Dozier. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
And that's in there, 2-1.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now. I like that check swing. He started off at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
That's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons.
Shortstop, Andrelton.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Settling in now, Luis Valbuena. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. And the Orioles got a big lift here tonight from the contributions of this man, Pedro Alvarez. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there.